That's a little bit. Another one here. Pretty typical. The exhaust side takes more heat. Okay, look here. See where it didn't clean right here? Same on this one. Hey, happy Saturday. How we doing? Come look what I'm working on. Hey, I got a head off of a 98 Toyota Tacoma pickup. It's a 3RZ 2.7 liter. It's in here for a full rebuild. It's a 16 valve engine. Ordinarily I glass bead these, but this one, don't do it. Look right here. See that little ball right there? That's a hardened ball and it can't be removed. It's in the oil galley. What would happen on the back side, it would trap glass bead down around the corners here and it would contaminate the engine and burn up the cam line. So don't glass bead this one. It has these bucket style lifters with a shim in them. And I'll need his cams to do the adjustment. These are super rusty. Look at this load. I don't know how well that's going to polish. I also faced his valves, and they're all good. I also pressure tested his head, so I could quote the job and give him a full report on it. First thing I got to do is clean the head. This has been through the wash, but I'm going to give it just a little bit of a wire buff down in the ports here. Clean up some of that carbon. All right, I buffed out all the carbon, and down the ports I got a little carried away in there. I sanded this, flat filed. Had to take out a couple studs to do that. I flattened the back here. Same thing on the intake, flattened this. Had to take these two studs out. And I flattened the valve cover rail. Okay, I put the studs back in. And these. Okay, I'm ready to grind these seats. Look how nice and tight these guides are. They're like cherry. There's no reason to change something that has no wear. Here's the intakes. They're perfect. So let me grind the seats. Let's start off on the exhaust. Here's my 45. Okay, here we go. I have an exhaust fan. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, look here. See where it didn't clean right here? Same on this one. What happens when they get warm is the seat will actually tilt a little bit. So let me grind a little bit more on them. Okay, there we go. I cleaned all the way around. Now this would seat, if I vacuum tested it, it would seat. But that 45 runs right off the edge of the valve. It wouldn't last very long. That valve would burn. That's why we do 3 angles. So let me grind all these 45s. I'll do the intakes too, and I'll come back. I'll come back. That sounds kind of stupid, huh? I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. I'm not done. I just want to show you that not all of them are like that. That one is a little bit. This one not so much. That one kind of hit almost all the way around. I just lightly bumped them. This end one looks actually pretty good. Okay, there you go. There's all the 45s. The intake's cleaned up a lot quicker than the exhaust. It's pretty typical. Now I'm going to spray some broken bolt remover, or it could be chip remover. Use this instead of gluing. It's a lot faster and dries quicker, and it's cheaper. Okay, now I'm going to narrow up that 45. I have a 60. That'll bring it up from the bottom. And then I have a 30, and that brings it down from the top. Turn on the exhaust fan. Let's gonna bump the 60 first. Put my hand in the way. Now I'll bump the 30. I'm gonna give it a little more 60. And a little bit more 60. A little bit more 45. Let's see what we got. There you go. That's a 3-angle valve job. I meant to say a little more 30. I didn't bump it any more 45. Let's see if that valve will bounce and see if it's concentric. With that valve bouncing like that, you know everything's spot on. Let me grind the rest of them. Here you go. All the seats are done and I'm ready to do the valve adjustment. Hey, some of these I had to re-bump the 45 because when I did the 30 and the 60, the 45 got too narrow, so I bumped them. It's still a 3-angle valve job. Okay, I'm ready to do the valve adjustment. I buffed the cam line, had a little scoring, no big deal. The valve's ready. I buffed the tops of all the buckets, polished the cams. This was a cam I showed the end how rusty it was. Remember this? Okay, now I just got to measure the clearance. These buckets have different thicknesses of shims. So let me get them adjusted. I'll be right back. Okay, all the intakes are done. Now they have to stay in order or they won't be adjusted anymore. And the buckets have to stay in order. So I'm ready to do the exhaust. So this wasn't a final assembly on the intakes. I haven't surfaced this yet. So I'll be assembling it after I finish the valve adjust and then assemble it. Okay, there we go. All done with the exhaust. Keep them lifters in order. Okay, now we're ready to surface. Okay, I got it level end for end. I made a witness mark so it's hitting all the way across. Okay, now I Sharpied it because I'm going to make a really light pass and I won't know if that went away or not. So let me travel off the end of the head. Okay, that's far enough. Let me turn it on. Reverse it. Let me slow it down. There you can see it's hitting all the way across. It's in a little bit of the ceiling ring right here. Might as well speed it up. There we go. It's a little bit. Another one here. Pretty typical. The exhaust side takes more heat, so it's always more warped on this side. That one too. Very typical. Hour and a half. A little oil on it. Send it back down the road and let it eat. I'm staying on high speed. I'm going to try a thou on the way back. This is pretty deep right here. Look at there. It's coming to get some. Coming across the middle. And off the end. Here we are on the back side. I don't know if the valve's going to get that. I don't like doing any more than about a thou for a final. Slow it down. Plugging away. Okay, both these marks are gone. They weren't as deep. Just coming in the middle. There we go. Taking back. I don't think it's going to clean it. Let's see. Looks like we got it. Coming off the end. I thought I'd seen something here. I just wiped it. I don't see anything. It's done. All right. Washed it. Got the exhaust valves oiled. Let me flip it over and put the seals on it. Make sure these shims are down in the spring seat. You'll get coil bind. There we go. Now we put the seals on. Okay, I got all the seals on them. All right, let me put the spring on. I like to put the keepers in here. Okay, now I got the intakes oiled. Okay, here we go. There you go, it's all ready. These cams have to come out to put the head bolts in and torque it on. And this has to be loaded. I'm going to do a short on that tomorrow to show you how to do it. And here's a look from this side. Hey, so these heads come a lot of different ways. This one has no distributor, so this is plugged. So it gets a cam sensor. This is an 8-port. They make this head in 4 ports, where these 2 ports are Siamese and 1 big port. So be careful if you're replacing your head. So that'll do it for this Saturday adventure. Thanks for coming along, you guys. Hey, you guys come back and see me again. I'll be in here tomorrow doing something. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Until then, you guys have a nice night. Be nice to each other. Bye.